What's going on, Metagang? Thanks for clicking on the video. Hope you guys are staying blessed. This is going to be a really awesome video, so I'm really excited to share this with you guys. So today we're going to be talking about why you can't remember your dreams and how you can remember your dreams. Before we really get into the strategies and the tips I'm going to share, we really need to talk about what a dream is and what is going on in the dream state. So on an esoteric, metaphysical level, a dream is nothing more than astral projection and astral travel. I really need to break this down because most of us have a really backwards concept of what astral projection is. So as a spirit with a body, you have this physical body, you have an etheric level, you have like a causal level, the mental body, the astral body, different levels of that. Basically, in your waking life, your consciousness is stuck in the physical body, and that's why you see things with this physical body, and that's why you experience things there. And they say you dream every night, which is mostly true, but sometimes not. Basically, what a dream is when your physical body goes to sleep, your consciousness leaves the physical body, your consciousness moves into the other bodies, like the astral body or the mental body, and then that's when you experience your dreams. When you sleep through a night and you don't remember your dreams, that's because your consciousness wasn't in those bodies. It might have been somewhere completely different, and that's why you aren't retaining any memory, because your consciousness isn't actually in those bodies experiencing the dream state. The thing about astral projection is basically just moving your consciousness, your awareness, into the astral body. Whether people realize this or not, you're astral projecting almost every night, and a lot of times you're astral projecting during the day as well. It's not just a night thing that you need to work really hard on. Like, our spirits are conditioned to do this naturally, and some would say we've even been doing this before we chose our physical bodies, but that's another story and another video. To break this down even more on a less metaphysical level, this also has a lot to do with your brain state and your brain waves. So your brain is always cycling and processing information, and we can actually sort through the different types of brain waves by the frequency of the waves. And in a waking state, you are in what is called beta state. It's the highest frequency of your brain waves, the fastest wavelength, and the most conscious, your physical conscious mind. And whenever you get ready to go to sleep and you start relaxing or you meditate, your brain goes from beta to alpha, and the wavelengths go a little bit slower. And different parts, you'll still be conscious, but different parts of your subconscious mind will wake up at that point. Once you fall asleep, you go from beta to alpha to delta, which is an even slower wavelength. And this is when you aren't even conscious in the physical, but on the subconscious levels and deeper levels of your subconscious mind are awake. And in those moments, this is when you can experience REM sleep, and then even slower, in your deep REM sleep, you'll go into what's called the theta brainwave state, where you experience the slowest brainwaves pretty much possible. There's ones lower than that, but you really don't reach them in your typical everyday life. In the delta and the theta brainwave state, this is when you can experience conscious astral projections and dreams. And this is where the sweet spot is. This is where you're going to be in your dream state. So it's kind of important to realize that preliminary before you even begin to have dreams or, work on fixing the reason you're not having them. Now that we understand this, I'm really going to start breaking down what is holding you back from your dreams and what you can do to start having them again. So the first thing I wrote on my list is sobriety, and this is so important for so many reasons. But if you're a person who likes to drink, maybe you use alcohol to relax your body and your mind and get yourself to sleep. Alcohol really lowers your vibration, and true, you might go unconscious, but you want to be conscious and remembering your dreams, right? So you're gonna need another option. And same thing with benzodiazepines or opiates or marijuana. I'm not saying this is a judgment. If you've seen my other videos, I speak from experience, but marijuana thing goes very deep as well. And this could be a whole video on its own, but marijuana has been proven to be like a very effective medicine, but you really gotta ask yourself before you use it, am I sick? Am I just using this because I'm bored? Or am I trying to escape something? So when you use marijuana as a sleep aid, it can help you relax and go to sleep, and some people it's like the only thing that helps their insomnia. But what you need to keep in mind is this is drastically altering your energy body. The same thing with all of the drugs that you could put into your body. So it's important to, like, if you're going to use any drugs, go the most natural way and work with things that don't manipulate your frequency so drastically. And one thing that's also been proven with marijuana is when you smoke it and go to sleep, depending on how much, like if you were to overuse it, you can actually block out your entire REM cycle in your dream state. So even though you go unconscious and you have a deep sleep, and you might sleep longer than you do any other time, but you're still going to wake up, not have any dreams, not remember them, and then you're going to feel so tired and exhausted because you didn't even get your REM sleep, which is like the most vital part of your sleep, where your body regenerates and your mind regenerates. Sobriety is very important. But moving on, we're going to talk about decompressing your body and your mind. And this is so important, and this changed everything for me as soon as I started doing this. What I mean by decompressing is getting a lot of your stagnant energy out of your body. One of the easiest ways to do this is to take a walk. If you take a walk at night before you get ready for bed, you're going to be moving out all of the physical energy you have in your body, or at least moving it around. And walking is also a really good way to stay grounded, connect with the earth and the air and just the elements in general. If it's raining, you get that too. But it's a very, very important tool, and this helps to ground you, and being grounded is also important for entering the dream state. Next, we're going to talk about, I know we just talked about drugs and substances, but now we're going to talk about natural supplements which you can use to actually make dreams easier for yourself. Even though marijuana is natural, I wouldn't supplement it for your sleep. I have before, and once I stopped, my sleep quality skyrocketed and my dreams came back. One of the first natural supplements you can use is melatonin, but this is a double-edged sword, so I'm going to explain this a little bit. Your brain naturally makes melatonin, and this is what makes you sleep. It's produced by your pineal gland. When you supplement melatonin, to an extent, you can teach your brain to stop making as much melatonin. You'll throw your rhythm out of whack because you already have too much, so your brain will stop. And then if you stop using melatonin, you're not going to have any, and then you're not going to be able to sleep, and you're going to have issues like that, and it's going to take you a minute to get back into your rhythm. So keep that in mind. Melatonin can be an effective way to help yourself sleep, and it is available in supplements, but if you are going to use it, start with the very, very smallest dose and then work your way up. Like, I know they sell them in totally different increments, and the way we're wired today with instant gratification, if you're having trouble sleeping and dreaming, your first instinct might be, oh, let's grab like the 500 milligram. They don't make them in that size, I hope not, but like, you'd be like, let me grab the most I can get, but really ease yourself into it if you're going to use it. And honestly, you shouldn't even want to be using melatonin as a supplement, but there are natural ways to make melatonin. You can eat bananas, you can get more exercise, take a walk, works the same way, or you can actually sun gaze. Like, don't stare directly into the sun, but get more sunlight. It'll help you produce. You'll absorb the vitamins, and then it really is so vital for your pineal gland, and you'll be making more melatonin naturally. So that's really, really important. And then the next thing I want to talk about is an intention. And intention is like the most powerful thing you can have. What I mean by intention is you need to carry the thoughts and the feelings that you're going to have dreams, and you're going to remember them. And you could state them out loud. So like, you think it, you feel it, and then you express it. Your actions are all aligned. That's magic right there. You just created a state of being which supports having dreams. You can have the intention of having dreams when you take your walk. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, but I'm telling you what you can do and what's working for me. But like, I will have a strong intention of taking a walk and having a dream. I know that my walk is helping me decompress, and then it's gonna bring me into the right state where I can have amazing, relaxing sleep and regenerate and get the most knowledge out of my dream state, and it works so well. You can also incorporate the supplements into your walk as well. You can make yourself like sleepy time tea or green tea or chamomile or something like that. A lot of teas have natural supplements which will help relax your body and not alter your mind in such a way that you won't be able to remember your dreams, which is really, really amazing. So if you're having trouble dreaming, stay sober and then go make yourself some tea and take a walk, and just keep in mind that you're going to be dreaming that night and see if it doesn't work. And in addition to going to sleep in the right state of mind and then having dreams and waking up, it's important to have an intention of remembering them as well, not just to have them. Because once you transition from beta to alpha to delta to theta, and then you go back up, and then you wake up in alpha, and then you go back into beta, you will lose memory of this lower level of consciousness so fast. Like, if you don't train your mind to be aware and conscious of the astral realm, you will lose it so quick. Most people recommend dream journaling, and I would too, but here's what I would recommend, because there are some problems with dream journaling. The thing is, if it takes you, let's say it takes you 5 minutes to get out of your bed and to get your journal and then to start writing your dream, chances are you lost so much of it by that point already. So as soon as you wake up, grab your phone. You should have had this on Do Not Disturb. One thing that's also really important I need to add here is unplugging before you go to bed too. This is really important. What I mean by that is, like, after you've taken your walk and moved some energy around and you've realized that you're going to sleep, you need to disconnect from your electronics. A lot of those have really high frequencies of light that just keep you awake. So put your phone on Do Not Disturb. That's what it's for. Turn your computer's sound off, turn your TV off, do all that stuff and unplug, because you're going to sleep. Don't let yourself be distracted. I know so many people, and I'm speaking from experience, where you are going to bed, but you get in bed and then 3 hours later you're just still scrolling on your phone. That is detrimental to your sleep, so don't do that. So when you wake up and your phone is on Do Not Disturb and you had a nice peaceful night of sleep and you just had dreams, try this out, because this will probably help you very, very well. Instead of scrambling for your dream journal or getting up to go get it, just go to your phone, and every phone nowadays has a voice recorder. So just turn your voice recorder on and just recite your dreams to yourself. Tell yourself everything you can remember in the most vivid detail you can. So explain what you saw, how you felt, what you were thinking, what the objects were like, what the dynamics were like. Everything you can possibly remember, you need to recite this so you can start to get a better understanding of what your dream state is like, and then understand how your dreams are reflecting your current state of being, which is really important. Your subconscious mind is always trying to communicate to your conscious mind, so it's really important to get all of the wisdom out of your dreams as you can. It's so valuable. In addition to journaling, there are also crystals that can help you remember your dream or just put you into a nice state of being suitable for dreaming. This is a whole video in itself, so I'll just touch on this really briefly. You can use maybe amethyst to relax yourself and to open up the higher chakras. You can use blue kyanite to help you remember. It's a very good memory stone. You could use quartz, Herkimer diamonds, you could use angelite. Pretty much any blue stone would really help you to remember your dreams. Or purple, like lepidolite or sugilite, anything purple or blue. Like I said, this is a whole nother video that I'm going to be making at some point, but there are quite a few actionable tips I gave you to remember your dreams. Go out and take some action, make some changes in your life, and start remembering your dreams, and you're going to be extracting a lot of wisdom from them as well. So I hope you learned something from the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did learn something, leave me a like, leave me a comment if you have questions. I really appreciate you taking the time. I love and appreciate you. Go out and have a blessed day.